Aging is a journey no one can escape, yet few truly understand. Each stage of life unveils its own set of challenges, but it also offers moments of profound growth and beauty that only time can reveal. However, embracing these changes is rarely simple. How do you cope with the feeling that the world is evolving faster than you can keep up, or with the physical and emotional shifts that inevitably come with age? In this discussion, we'll explore 5 transformative truths about aging, from the inevitability of change to the power of finding happiness within. Each truth offers not only a challenge, but also an opportunity to live a fuller, richer life. By the end, you'll feel empowered to embrace these years with clarity, confidence, and grace. If this resonates with you, consider joining our community. Subscribe to our channel, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and give this video a like. Your engagement not only supports us, but also helps spread these valuable insights to others. Together, let's navigate this journey with strength and wisdom. Change will always be part of life. Life is like a river, constantly moving and reshaping the landscape around it. As we age, the current of change feels even stronger, shifting everything we once found familiar. Friends who were once a constant presence may move on, family dynamics evolve, and the neighborhoods we grew to love might no longer look the same. These changes can feel unsettling, as though the foundation beneath our feet is gradually eroding. But what if these shifts weren't just losses? What if they were opportunities in disguise? Like a river carving its way through stone, life's unstoppable flow leaves behind new shapes and pathways, many of which we might never have expected. Change doesn't erase what came before. It builds on it, adding depth and meaning to the journey. Think back to your own life. How many times did unexpected changes lead to something wonderful? Perhaps a career path you hadn't planned opened doors you didn't know existed. Maybe a move to a new city introduced you to lifelong friendships. These weren't just disruptions, they were chances to grow, adapt, and discover something new about yourself and the world around you. In this phase of life, the opportunities for transformation are still abundant. Downsizing to a smaller home might feel like leaving a part of your life behind, but it could also mean freedom, less maintenance, fewer distractions, and a chance to focus on what truly matters. Reconnecting with nature through gardening, exploring creativity through painting, or even learning to use digital tools can breathe new life into your daily routine. Imagine the joy of sending a heartfelt message to a distant loved one, or joining an online group that fuels your passions. Each shift, no matter how uncomfortable at first, carries the potential for joy and discovery. Embracing life's flow doesn't mean denying the pain or grief that can come with change. It's normal to feel a sense of loss for what once was. But holding on to the past too tightly can prevent you from stepping into the present and all the beauty it holds. Change is not the enemy. It's an invitation to grow in ways you might not have thought possible. The unstoppable flow of life reminds us that we are always in motion. Even when the scenery changes and the path ahead feels uncertain, you carry within you the resilience and wisdom to navigate it. Let life's current guide you. It may lead to places you've never imagined, full of new connections, perspectives, and meaning. Every twist and turn in the journey holds the promise of renewal, if only we embrace it. The changes in your body are part of the journey. Your body, much like a well-traveled map, tells the story of your life. Over time it changes, lines appear, strength softens, and movements once effortless require a little more care. These shifts, though natural, often catch us off guard, as if the body we've known for decades suddenly became unfamiliar. It's easy to feel frustrated or betrayed by these changes, especially in a culture that glorifies youth and vigor. The mirror might reflect a different image than the one in your mind, and daily tasks may require more effort than before. But what if, instead of seeing these transformations as losses, you viewed them as evidence of a life well lived? Every scar, wrinkle, or gray hair carries the wisdom of experience, the marks of resilience, and the beauty of a journey uniquely yours. Think of all the ways your body has served you through the years. It carried you through sleepless nights with a newborn, long hours of work, or adventures across unfamiliar places. It endured sickness, healed wounds, and adapted to countless challenges. These changes you see today are not failures. They're reminders of everything your body has accomplished for you. This chapter of life invites you to form a new relationship with your body, one grounded in kindness and respect. Instead of pushing it to meet impossible standards, listen to its needs. Perhaps it asks for gentler forms of movement, like walking or stretching instead of intense workouts. Maybe it seeks rest when you've pushed too hard, or craves nourishing foods that fuel its strength. By honoring its signals, you'll discover a balance that allows you to thrive. It's also time to let go of comparisons. The person you see in the mirror today is not the same as the one from years ago, and that's okay. Trying to measure yourself against your younger self or others around you only creates unnecessary pressure. Each body is shaped by its own story, its unique history of care, stress, and joy. Comparing is like expecting a weathered, beloved book to look pristine. It's the wear and use that give it value. These changes also bring unexpected gifts. They encourage you to slow down and savor the present moment. A walk in the morning light, the embrace of a loved one, or the satisfaction of completing a simple task. These moments become richer when you're fully present. The body may age, but its ability to feel love, connection, and wonder remains unchanged. Accepting these changes isn't giving up, it's celebrating everything your body has carried you through. Treat it with gratitude, not criticism, and it will continue to serve as a faithful companion for the journey ahead. Finding happiness is always up to you. Happiness often feels like something we're chasing, a goal just out of reach, dependent on circumstances aligning perfectly. But as we grow older, it becomes clear that joy isn't something we find. It's something we create, moment by moment, regardless of life's imperfections. At this stage of life, happiness may seem harder to grasp. Physical aches, quieter homes, or the loss of loved ones can overshadow the small joys that once seemed so obvious. It's tempting to believe that happiness belongs to the past. Yet, this perspective overlooks a powerful truth. Happiness is less about what happens to us and more about how we choose to respond. Imagine standing at a window during a rainy day. One person might see gloom, an inconvenience keeping them indoors. Another sees beauty, the rhythm of droplets on the glass, the smell of fresh rain, and the nourishment it brings to the earth. The scene is the same, but the experience is shaped by perspective. Life works the same way. It's not about avoiding challenges, but about shifting your focus to the blessings hiding in plain sight. Gratitude is one of the most reliable keys to happiness. When you pause to appreciate even the smallest joys, a warm cup of tea, a loved one's laughter, or the feeling of the sun on your skin, you create space for contentment to grow. These moments might seem ordinary, but they are the threads that weave a fulfilling life. Writing a gratitude journal or reflecting on the good parts of your day, no matter how small, can transform your outlook over time. Letting go of regrets is another step toward choosing joy. By the time we reach our later years, we've all accumulated moments of missed opportunities or choices we wish we could change. Carrying those regrets like heavy luggage weighs us down. Forgiving ourselves and embracing the life we have now allows us to move forward with lightness and grace. Happiness also lies in presence, the ability to be fully in the moment. Too often, our minds wander to what could have been or what might come next, robbing us of the beauty in front of us. Being present transforms simple acts, like reading a book or enjoying a conversation, into meaningful experiences. Finally, happiness is contagious. A smile shared with a neighbor, a kind gesture, or a word of encouragement can ripple outward, brightening someone else's day and reflecting joy back to you. Happiness isn't waiting for you. It's a choice you can make. With gratitude, presence, and self-compassion, you can create a life rich in meaning and joy, even now. You're no longer in the spotlight. As the years go by, you may notice a shift, one that feels both unexpected and disorienting. The roles you once held, the influence you once carried, and the way people relied on you seem to fade. You're no longer the one others seek for advice or support as often as they once did. Invitations slow, calls become less frequent, and the spotlight that once shined brightly now seems to dim. It's easy to interpret this as a loss of importance, but what if this change offers a new kind of freedom? For much of life, we're defined by how others see us. We play the roles of caregiver, professional, mentor, or leader. These responsibilities often dictate our time and energy, leaving little room to explore our own desires. But as these roles evolve or fade, there's an opportunity to step into a new chapter, one where the focus shifts inward. This is the perfect time to rediscover what brings you joy. Without the constant need to meet expectations or prove your worth, you can ask yourself, what truly fulfills me? Perhaps it's a creative pursuit you've always dreamed of, a hobby that fell by the wayside, or simply enjoying the quiet moments that life offers. When you're no longer at the center of attention, you also gain the chance to deepen meaningful connections. Instead of spreading yourself thin trying to please everyone, you can focus on nurturing relationships that genuinely matter. These are the people who truly see and appreciate you, not for what you can do for them, but for who you are. The quieter stage of life invites you to find joy in simplicity. Imagine tending to a garden, savoring a peaceful morning with a cup of coffee, or walking through your neighborhood and noticing the small details you once overlooked. These experiences, though subtle, hold immense value when we approach them with mindfulness. And while you may feel less in the spotlight, your influence hasn't disappeared. It has transformed. Instead of being the center of attention, you've become a source of wisdom and guidance. Younger generations can learn from your experiences, your stories, and your resilience. Sharing what you've learned through your journey can be more impactful than you might realize. Life's spotlight may shift, but the center of your life remains firmly in your hands. By embracing this stage with authenticity and grace, you'll find that happiness isn't tied to being noticed. It's found in living fully, unapologetically, and with a renewed sense of purpose. Some people won't walk the whole journey with you. Life is a mosaic of relationships, some vibrant and enduring, others fleeting but impactful. As the years pass, one of the hardest truths to accept is that not everyone who walks beside us will stay forever. Friends drift apart, loved ones pass on, and even the strongest bonds can wane with time. These absences, while natural, can feel like a heavy weight, leaving behind a sense of longing for what once was. Yet the impermanence of relationships holds a deeper lesson. It's not about how long someone stays in your life, but how they enrich your journey while they're here. Each connection, no matter its duration, shapes the person you've become. The laughter shared, the lessons learned, and the support offered during difficult times remain a part of you, even when the people themselves are no longer present. It's also essential to allow yourself to grieve these losses. Grief is not a sign of weakness, but a reflection of love, a testament to the depth of the bond you shared. Instead of avoiding the pain, honor it. Remember the moments that brought you joy, the conversations that left an impact, and the ways those individuals enriched your life. These memories serve as a bridge, keeping their essence alive within you. As some connections fade, others have the potential to blossom. Aging does not mean the end of new relationships. In fact, it can be a time to form meaningful bonds. Perhaps it's a friendly neighbor who becomes a confidant, a shared hobby that introduces you to like-minded people, or a casual acquaintance who surprises you with their kindness. New relationships may not carry the weight of history, but they bring fresh perspectives and shared moments to savor. Cherishing connections also means focusing on the relationships that remain. How often do we take the people in our lives for granted, assuming there will always be time to express our feelings? Reach out to those who matter most, make the call, write the letter, or simply spend time together. These gestures, though simple, can deepen bonds and create memories to treasure. Finally, nurture the relationship you have with yourself. Solitude, often mistaken for loneliness, can be a source of renewal. Use this time to reflect, pursue passions that ignite your spirit, and rediscover the joy of your own company. The beauty of relationships lies in their impermanence. They teach us to value the present moment, to love deeply, and to appreciate the connections that shape our lives. A life well embraced. Life is a tapestry of experiences, each thread woven with moments of joy, change, challenge, and growth. Aging is not the final chapter, but a transformation, an invitation to reflect, prioritize, and embrace the richness of who you've become. The truths we face during this time, though sometimes difficult, hold the keys to a deeper, more fulfilling existence. The wisdom of accepting change, cherishing meaningful relationships, finding joy in the everyday, and embracing the evolving role we play in the world leads to a profound sense of peace. This stage of life is an opportunity to shed the weight of unnecessary expectations and step into a version of yourself that is authentic, grounded, and free. Every wrinkle, scar, and memory is a testament to a life lived fully. These signs of experience are not burdens, but badges of honor, proof of resilience and love. They remind us that happiness is not found in perfection, but in the courage to embrace life as it is, with all its imperfections and beauty. As you move forward, may you find strength in your journey, peace in your acceptance, and joy in the simple moments that make life extraordinary. This time is a gift, a chance to connect deeply with yourself, with others, and with the present moment. If this message has inspired you, we invite you to join our community. Like this video, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Your support helps us reach others who may need these insights. Together, let's continue exploring the beauty of life's journey. Thank you for being part of this conversation. Here's to living with wisdom, purpose, and a heart full of gratitude.